She was into you, like genuinely into you. The texts were flowing, the vibe was electric, and then, out of nowhere, she goes cold. She drops a comment about some other dude. She teases you in a way that stings just a little too much. And now you're sitting there, phone in hand, spiraling. Did I say something wrong? Is she losing interest? What just happened? Bro, stop. Put the phone down. She didn't lose interest. She's not ghosting you. She's testing you. And right now, you're about to fail. And the craziest part? Most guys fail these tests without even knowing there was a test happening in the first place. They get in their heads, they start chasing, they get defensive, and just like that, the attraction is gone. But here's the thing. Once you understand exactly what she's testing for and why, you will never get caught off guard again. I'm talking full control, every time. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm breaking down the 3 sneaky tests women use to judge your masculinity, and exactly how to pass every single one of them. Before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome. This channel is where we keep it completely real. No sugarcoating, no bro code BS, no watered-down advice, just the raw, unfiltered truth about what women are actually thinking, straight from someone who's been on the inside. Every single week, we drop content that most guys wish they had access to years ago. So if that's the energy you're looking for, and clearly it is, because you're still here, go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now and hit the bell so you never miss a drop. Trust me, you don't want to fall behind on what's coming. All right, now let's get into it. First, let's get one thing crystal clear. Women don't test you because they're playing games. They're not sitting there twirling their hair plotting against you. This isn't manipulation. This is biology. Here's what's really going on. When a woman starts catching feelings for you, she becomes vulnerable. She's thinking about trusting you with her time, her energy, her emotions, and before she goes all in, her gut needs answers that words can't give her. Because listen, any dude can say he's confident. Any guy can claim he's secure. But talk is cheap. So instead of asking you directly, she creates these small moments of pressure, little situations, to see who you really are when things get slightly uncomfortable. Think of it like this. Before they open a new bridge to traffic, engineers put massive weight on it to see if it holds. She's doing the exact same thing. She's stress testing the structure before she lets herself fall. And here's what she's scanning for. Is he emotionally stable? Does he get rattled easily? Is his confidence real, or is it just a front? Does he need her validation to feel okay? Your reaction to these moments tells her everything she needs to know, more than any conversation ever could. So let's talk about the 3 tests and how you pass them like a man who already knows his worth. Test number 1. I call this the challenge test. This is when she pokes at you. She teases. She pushes back on something you said. She throws a little shade, playfully, but with just enough edge to see how you handle it. It sounds like, "Oh, you're one of those guys?" Or, "That's kind of a weird flex, don't you think?" Or she gives you this little smirk and goes, "You think that impressed me?" She's not being mean. She's checking, does this man fold under pressure, or does he hold his ground? Here's how most guys blow it. They get defensive. They over-explain. They start stumbling over themselves, going, No, wait, that's not what I meant. Let me clarify." And the second you do that, she already has her answer. Your confidence cracked. You couldn't take a little heat. Here's how you pass this test. You stay light. You stay unbothered. You don't take the bait. And you definitely don't take it personally. She teases you. You say, "Yeah, you got me. I'm actually a total disaster. Save yourself while you still can." And you say it with a grin. She pushes back on your opinion. "Fair point. I still think I'm right, though." And you wink. She challenges a decision you made. "I stand by it. But hey, feel free to overrule me." The energy is everything. You're relaxed. You're playful. You're unbothered. Because her little challenge didn't shake anything loose inside you. That's what she wants to see. That's what passes the test every single time. Test number 2, the availability test. And this one trips up so many guys. This is when she pulls back slightly, just enough to see how you respond. She takes a little longer to text back. She's vague about plans. She acts slightly distant out of nowhere. Maybe she even cancels last minute. And she's watching to see what you do next. Why? Because she needs to know, does this man have a life? Or does his entire world revolve around me? Because here's the truth. A man with options, goals, and a full life? That's magnetic. A man who drops everything the second she breathes in his direction? That's desperate. And desperation kills attraction faster than almost anything else. Here's how most guys fail this test hard. The moment she goes quiet, they panic. The messages start rolling in. Hey, haven't heard from you. You good? Did I do something wrong? I feel like you've been kind of distant lately. Bro, stop. You just failed. You told her that your emotional state is completely dependent on her attention. That's not confidence. That's a red flag. Here's how you pass. You keep living your life. You don't flood her phone when she doesn't respond. You respond when you're free, not out of anxiety. If she cancels plans, you say, no worries, let me know when you want to reschedule. And then you actually go do something else. No pouting, no guilt trips. If she's being vague about hanging out, you suggest something specific. She can't commit. Cool, let me know when your schedule clears up. And you leave it there, no chasing. The message you're sending without saying a word is, I like you, but my world doesn't stop when you're busy. I've got things going on. That kind of energy? She'll think about it for days. If this is hitting different and you're learning something new, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I drop this kind of content every week and you don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, back to it. Test number 3, the reaction test. And this is the most emotionally charged one of all 3. This is when she says or does something specifically designed to get a rise out of you. She mentions another guy, casually, like it's nothing. She brings up her ex and how incredible he was at something. She's a little flirty with another dude right in front of you. She says something slightly outrageous and then just watches your face. This guy at work keeps hitting on me. It's so annoying. And she's watching you. My ex was honestly the best cook, like insane. And she's watching you. Oh, he's just a friend. And she's watching you. What is she testing for? Your emotional security. She wants to know, are you the kind of man who trusts himself? Or are you going to get jealous, get territorial, get petty, and prove to her that you need her to manage your emotions for you? Here's how most guys fail this one. They get visibly shaken. They start asking questions. Who's this guy? Should I be worried? They get cold. They get sarcastic. Or worse, they try to compete and one-up. All of that tells her the same thing. You're insecure, you're threatened, you're reactive. Here's how you pass. You stay completely, genuinely unbothered. She mentions another dude? Sounds like you've got options. Good for you. And you mean it. Not sarcastically. Actually relaxed. She talks about her ex? Sounds like a solid dude. Glad you had that. Done. She's being friendly with another guy in front of you? Don't glare. Don't compete. Just be yourself. And honestly, go talk to the guy. Be confident enough to make friends with him. The energy you're projecting is, I know who I am. I know my value. I'm not rattled by the mention of other men because I'm not operating from a place of fear. That level of security is one of the most attractive things a man can project, full stop. Now here's the big picture. The one thing that ties all 3 of these tests together. The way to pass every test isn't to memorize the right lines. It's not about saying the perfect thing at the perfect moment. Women can smell a script. They can feel when something's rehearsed. The only way to pass these tests naturally, every time, without thinking about it, is to actually become the confident, secure, grounded man she's scanning for. Because here's the reality. If your confidence is just an act, you will crack under pressure. But if it's real, you'll pass without even trying. So the real work isn't learning how to beat tests. It's becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to think about them. Here's what that looks like in practice. Don't take things personally. Most of what she throws at you is curiosity, not an attack. Stay unreactive. The more calm you are under pressure, the more attractive you become. Have a real life with real goals and real things going on, because then you won't need her validation to feel okay. Trust yourself, know your value without needing her to confirm it. Never seek reassurance. The moment you ask, "Are we good?" out of anxiety, you've already lost. And stay playful. Humor is your best weapon. If you can laugh it off, you pass every time. All right, let's bring it all home. Women test men, not to be cruel, not to play games, but to find out who you actually are when things get uncomfortable. The 3 tests are the challenge test. Can you handle being teased or pushed back on without crumbling? The availability test. Do you have a life? Or does your world revolve around her? And the reaction test. Are you emotionally secure? Or do other men make you jealous and reactive? Pass these? Her attraction for you grows. Fail them? She pulls back. And most of the time, she won't even tell you why. The key isn't manipulation. It isn't tactics. It's genuinely becoming the confident, grounded, secure man that she's been looking for. Become that man, and you will never have to think about passing a test again, because you'll be the guy who passes them naturally, automatically, every single time. Now, if you watch this whole video and you're thinking, okay, I get what not to do, but what do I actually do to make her feel real attraction? I've got something for you. I put together a free guide called The Attraction Triggers Cheat Sheet, and it's the perfect next step after everything we just covered. It breaks down the specific behaviors that make women lean in, think about you when you're not around, and text their friends going, "There is something about this guy." It's free. Link is in the description below. Go grab it right now. And hey, if this video added value to your life today, show me some love. Hit that like button. Drop a comment below telling me which test you've been failing. I read every single one. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you even doing? Subscribe right now and join the crew, because next week's video, you do not want to miss it. I'll see you then.